Hey guys, Peter here from Doxie, not on Doxie obviously, but yes, it's sunny at last after the last 2 days of very wet and windy weather. And if you watched my previous video, you see I had that challenge getting the dinghy onto Doxie, new dinghy, so that's all in place now, which is fantastic. I would say 7 days to go until I go north to Queensland. However, I've just been looking at the wind and it seems to have gone a bit contrary to what I was hoping for. So that day may be quite fluid still. So yeah, with sailing, you just got to go with the weather and yeah, move with the punches, roll with the punches even. So that's open at the moment to confirmation. I did finally receive, or I actually went and collected, my new radio for Doxie, which I'm about to open. More Christmas presents, yay! Okay, so here we are, me on my side. I'm about to open my parcel with the radio, which, as I've mentioned before, has an AIS built into it to enable me to receive information about where nearby vessels are, as well as being able to broadcast my own position, which just makes life a little bit more safe when you're out on the water. Okay, let's open this up. Okay, so this is a splitter. So what that does is enable me to use the radio and the AIS through the same aerial. It splits the signal into the specific frequencies required for each one. So that saves me having two aerials. Okay, so that's one. This guy here is a wireless remote. So I can actually have the radio in the cockpit with me, although the main radio is actually in the boat. I will be able to use the radio from up in the cockpit, which is brilliant. So that one there. And now the actual radio unit itself. Okay, so this radio basically has all the radio functionality you need to talk to and receive messages from other vessels, marine rescue, anybody you need to talk to, as well as having the AIS functionality of broadcasting my position, as well as receiving the position from other vessels. Hey guys, it's Peter here again. I know I'm still in the same video. Yeah, last couple of days the weather's just been very ordinary. Plus I've had other things I've needed to get doing, but it is Wednesday, 30 April, last day of April, and we've had showers and quite strong southerlies going on. It's just after lunch and I've decided I'm going to have a crack at starting to put the radio in, the new radio, AIS, and also the splitter in today. So 5 will get you 10, there's stuff I need to get still, but I won't know until I start. So let's give that a go. Doesn't matter now, it can rain if it likes, I'm out here. It was no mean achievement getting on the side on the boat too, because it's just a bit higher and there's no ladder, and there is a bit of chop coming down the bay, so yeah, that was interesting to say the least. Anyway, I'm on, that's great. So let's get on with the work. Okay, so this is the radio I'm going to be removing, and hopefully there's not too much jiggery pokery to get the new radio into that spot. That is the splitter, allowing AIS and VHF radio to use the same antenna, and that's the remote control I can have in the cockpit basically, so I can see, use the radio, which is this guy, and yeah, let's see what we've got. So yeah, first job will be to remove this to see what kind of space we got. Okay, so I'm just laying out the wiring at the moment, just seeing how everything joins up. So essentially what's supposed to happen is, this is the aerial from the mast, that's the AIS, and that's the VHF. So basically the splitter is pulling the signal in, splitting it in two, sending it out into the radio unit. Okay, so that's fairly straightforward. My next challenge is now to find out how I can join up to the power. It's all in a conduit in there somewhere, and do you think I can find the rest of it? No, but anyway, let's delve on. Okay, I think I'm making progress. I hope. Okay, so I've basically wired all of these together, the data cables and such, and now just working on the power cables. So I'm just going to grab a couple of crimps, stick them together. Yeah, it's a bit rugged out here at the moment. I'm sort of having to look outside every now and then. I thought, yeah, you're going to get a bit seasick trying to concentrate on this fine work when the boat's bouncing up and down. Not quite so bad now, but yeah, you could really see it pitching before, just a couple of minutes ago. But anyway, good day to be getting this done. So yeah, very grey day, although it looks a bit blue here, so that's cool. But yeah, you can see this Compass yacht next to us here is pitching away there nicely. So the tide's staying nice and high, which I'm really happy about, because it means I don't have to drag myself back through the mud going home. Anyway, not up to that point yet anyway. Okay, so we've got something happening on the screen here. I've got the AIS on. Power is happening to the splitter. Just got to work out, read the manual RTFM now to see how exactly I use this thing. Now this is not where I'm going to leave it, but this is where I'm going to test it and everything. Then I'll decide exactly where it's going to go. Just because I've got a splitter now, it's sort of thrown a bit more of a spanner into the works as far as existing storage. So let's check it out anyway. Okay, so here we go. Marine Rescue Central Coast, Marine Rescue Central Coast, Marine Rescue Central Coast. This is Doxie, requesting radio check, over. Okay, well, you know what, it worked. Yeah, as soon as I stopped videoing, the guy came back and he's reading me loud and clear, so aces! I'm pretty happy with the outcome today. I've got the radio going, and I have got a good send and receive under the belt, so it's sending clearly and I'm receiving clearly, so that's a good start. The only thing I have to do is work out how to change to the internal GPS. I know for some dumb reason I selected external, and I don't have an external connected. I do have one on the boat, but it is connected to the plotter. There is probably a way to network that, and I'll work that out still too. I just need more cable for that, so I'll have a look at the plans. Yeah, it's not very nice. It's I'm glad I'm going home now. Well, if I was staying on the boat, I'd be happy to be here because it's quite comfortable and warm. But yeah, it's just a bit ordinary. They're supposed to have Wednesday afternoon races. I saw somebody out on one of the boats, but not seeing much else going on at the moment. So anyway, yeah, as far as departure is concerned, the weather is not looking great on Tuesday and Wednesday next week, simply because they're northerlies and I'm going north, so probably not the best option for me. I'm cruising, I'm not racing, so looks like it's falling to Thursday now, next week, but obviously I'll be checking that, and it could change again as they, you know, struggle to get these things right these days. Anyway, end of a good day. I better go and do shore chores now. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for following. If you haven't, please subscribe. There's a lot more to come, and it should be a whole lot more exciting than watching some guy pottering around trying to work things out on a boat. Anyway, thank you. Bye.
Thanks for watching another Adventures of Foxy Doxie. As always, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you.